And here we go as the Mutas do pop into the third base. Thor's trying to get into position, only get one shot off. Mutas not clumped together. And all MVP really wants to do is protect this third, get the static defense up, and make sure that he starts to get some SCVs there. I'm a bit surprised that we haven't seen a little bit more action down here at the third of Leenock. It's relatively undefended with just these 4 roaches on the outskirts. The Mutas are, of course, flying around, but there are so many Hellions. Like, I imagine that they can just roast these drones very, very quickly. Now the Mutas trying to go and cut this off. Here come the Hellions on to the creep. Will they attack directly into the natural, or will they try to swing around and go for that third? Looks like they might just go ahead and go in and go for it. There we will see. Oh, nicely done as the Mutas will clean that up as well. I do not think we want to lose any of those Hellions. So far, those Infestors doing great, but again, what does he fight this with?
The clock is ticking, Wheat. The Greater Spire is about to finish, and when it does, we're going to have some Broodlords morphing in. Look at all the money Leenock has saved up. 7 Broodlords on the way, and the rest is going to be Corruptors. He just needs seconds, and for some reason, MVP is turning around. I don't know if he realizes his potential peril here. If these Broodlords get out, they're going to...
Where are the Broodlords?
What's up with the Vikings? There's 5 Vikings out.
The Broodlords they're morphing so far away, though. He could go in and attack this third, and again, I just don't know if there's anything that Leenock will be able to do. MVP looking like he's in a good position. I think he's making the proper decisions, but he's being very, very cautious. And unfortunately, him being so cautious might have a very adverse effect on what will happen once these Broodlords actually pop.
Potentially, yes, you are exactly right. A lot of Hellions going to come down here to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and they're probably going to clean up this entire expansion. A little Zergling run by up at the third, though. This is going to buy a little bit more time for Leenock. We got Hellions in the third base of our Zerg player. We're doing a little bit of roasting. If you look at the workers lost, have 43 drones in total. 46 now have died this game. But in spite of that, Leenock's still sitting on 60 harvesters, so he's done an okay job of maintaining his economy, and now he's got an army that's actually pretty formidable.
Yeah, I mean, it's now starting to look like it's in pretty good shape as he's moving forward.
Whoa,
the Queen's advancing as well to get those transfuse off on the Broodlords. He's expecting this attack to do a lot of damage, but there's the Vikings. The Mutas and the Corruptors have to get into this fight. And both sides see that there is air support, so they back off. But this is one of those rare moments where we are going to see a very diverse Zerg air army go up against this mech force trying to keep those Broodlords alive. The ground army is going to be very, very difficult to work out here with the amount of siege tanks and Hellions that we've got. More Broodlords being morphed in. And what an interesting battle this is going to be.
What Leenock's doing. He's just playing pure air right now. Corruptor, Broodlord, Infestor with just a little bit of Zergling support where he can afford it. And I don't know how he is still alive because MVP has done so much damage throughout the course of this game. 54 worker kills. And oh no, it's about to be a whole lot more, Wheat. Oh my God. Ouch.
Poor guys. That's going to make it 66 workers killed total for SUIM MVP.
This 12 Broodlords supported by Infestors and Corruptors and Mutalisks. And oh my God, the Vikings are all really clumped up in an amazing fungal all over the Vikings. And if the Vikings die, no, the Infestors not able to get off a second fungal. The Broodlords doing a ton of damage. Is it going to be enough? The Corruptors trying to go toe-to-toe with the Vikings. The Thors are falling. Queen's dropping a lot of transfusions. The supplies are starting to swing Leenock's way.
Yeah, and he's got to move it over. Getting away from those Queens will actually help out MVP here. There's only 3 Corruptors left. And keep in mind, if those Corruptors go down, those Broodlords are completely naked, and the Vikings will reign supreme. Vikings moving in, but 5 more Corruptors coming in, and Leenock will continue to push IM MVP back.
This is impossible, Wheat. How is Leenock in this game? How are the supplies even? Look at the economies of these 2 players. They are so neck and neck. MVP trying to secure a gold base, morphing it into a planetary right now, dropping his mules there. That's going to help quite a bit. But what can he do against the Broodlord Corruptor Queen army of Leenock that is coming his way?
There he comes in yet again. More assault here. There's a few more Thors out on the field taking a look at these bars. A lot of these Broodlords are going to start going down, but the transfuses continue here on the Broodlords. Corruptors taking everything out. Only 2 Vikings remaining. If the Vikings go down and he takes out the Thors, he may do it once again.
Oh my God, Weeds!
I think he's going to be able to do it, keeping those Broodlords alive. The Thors are almost gone, and then there's nothing to battle this Air Force. Another Viking comes out, and the Corruptors quickly take care of it.
163 supply to 96. The Broodlords are still alive. There's a single 2 Thors left getting chain repairs. But Leenock is reloading now on roaches, and I do not know if MVP can continue to hold more Broodlords morphing in the middle of the map. This is the most amazing comeback I have ever witnessed.
Yeah, I mean, losing how many now? 67 workers. 41 were killed in that exchange because there were a lot of FCVs pulled to try to get repairs on those Thors and keep them alive. More importantly, MVP realizes that he needs an air army that can stand up to this, and I just don't know how he's going to keep up with it. Now, we are seeing many more Broodlords come out. Are we going to have more Queens added to the army? I'm not sure that he's going to actually replenish. In fact, we're not even really getting injects. Here we do have more Queens coming out at nearly every single one of these hatcheries, actually just the 2 naturals. So he's got to make sure he keeps that air superiority. I love the roaches, though, on the ground.
Oh, I do too. And look at the income tab, man. This is going to blow you away a little bit. It is now 33 SCVs to 74 drones. Leenock in a commanding economic lead right now. He has turned this game around. He has lost more workers than he has, and his opponent is now behind.
Well, here we have another Blue Flame attack coming in here, and these drones are getting roasted. Several more go down, bringing it up to 77, going for some sort of crazy record here as more Hellions making their way across the map. You see +3 flyer and +3 missile for the Zerg. He's going to cancel it up and go ahead and sack this expansion, but it may not even matter because here comes the March of Leenock.
Here we go again. Broodlord's going to start raining down on this Terran army. Corruptors doing what they can. Queens are a little bit behind, and the Broods are awful stacked up. We really need to get some transfuse going. Here we go. Transfuse once, twice, a 3rd time, a 4th time, a 5th time. These are the most immortal Broodlords I have ever seen in my life. 140 supply for Zerg. Less than 100 supply for MVP. More Broodlords being morphed right over the Terran's army. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, and you know, we got more Broodlords. We've got Blings starting to come in as well. Just as these Vikings come to aid in the battle, they're immediately disposed of by these Corruptors, and now we see that the natural is getting assaulted here by Leenock. He's got easy access to the 3rd as well. Although MVP continues to try to do some sort of damage, Leenock has such a strong force and is going to take this right through that front door into the main base of MVP.
DJ Wheat, can you believe what we just saw? Leenock coming back from an impossible disadvantage. GG, he is up 1-0 over MVP.